All right, guys, we have another South African knife that was loaned in by my buddy Chris. This is probably the, I don't want to say the plainest, but, because it's not plain, really, but out of the knives that he sent, I think this is the plainest South African knife in the group. So let's dive right into it. And I'm going to probably butcher the maker's name, but, I believe it's pronounced Herecus Blomerus. And this is the LL06 flipper. Yeah, they've got some of the naming and numbering coming out of South Africa is a little odd, and there must be a reason for it, but don't know. So this is also the smallest one in the group that he sent at 4 inches closed. An incredible, amazing flipper action. And we'll zoom in just a second because there is some good... You know what? We'll just zoom in now as I talk. Basic blade. This is M390. You can see the, I believe it's hand satin finished. And it's just a beautiful job. I mean, even on the swedge, there's some finishing. The stuff coming out of South Africa is just amazing. So it's 7 inches overall. The blade length itself is 2.96. It is M390. It's 0.104 thick. It has a beautiful handle. I really do love blue, and you all know I love carbon fiber. I don't even think I can zoom in enough to really show. So I'm not really sure. They call it a carbon fiber blue G10 inlay. So I believe what they're doing here is it's a blue G10 with different layers of carbon fiber. I'm not really sure how they do this. I don't know if it's kind of a layered kind of G-Mascus like Hogue does, where it's multiple layers of G10, and this is multiple layers of carbon fiber and G10, and then when it gets milled out, it comes up with this amazing pattern. I'm not sure how they do that. All I know is it looks awesome. Titanium liners, titanium 3D milled clip, which doesn't work super great. So they've got this milling, which is rather, it's hard to see here how deep that, here we go. So it's pretty aggressive milling here, and it really does catch on your pocket pretty good as you are putting it in your pocket or pulling it out. So this is, sadly not a super pocket friendly, even though it's the perfect size. If the clip was a little bit lighter tension, I really think it's that milling on the inside. And they're keeping the milling to be symmetrical with the show side, but it makes it so that it really does kind of hang up in the pocket, which is disappointing. IKBS bearings, nice sterile blade with nice finishing on both sides. Just a beautiful knife. Really, it's for being so small, this is really gentleman folder level. Not drop shut, but super smooth. Closes instantly. Just really a fantastic knife. The only negative would be the clip. But you could almost, I don't know. You could take the clip off, and this could just be thrown in your pocket. I don't know. That's kind of maybe where I would go with this one. What other specs? Let me kind of take a quick look here. Bearings, 3.1 ounces, if I didn't mention that already. And an overall thickness of 0.55 minus the clip. It's an effortless flip. It's just, the detent is just perfect. You know, I tried to. I wish I could portray or could explain the flipping action. It's nothing that I can express through words or you just see on the screen. It's so light. Just I don't know. It's really hard to explain, guys. I don't know. I wish I could convey the most satisfying flipping of this. It's just I don't know. It's hard to explain. I just can't. But it's a beautiful knife. It's handmade, one by one, in South Africa. He is in Pretoria, South Africa, I think is where it is. And I've done another video on him before where I think I talked a little bit more about his upbringing, who he learned from, and all that. So go check that out. In the description will be a link to my South African makers playlist. So let's do a couple size comparisons because it is a small guy. There it is next to the Sharpie. Move this papers out of the way. The Spyderco Delica. So there you go. Almost exactly the same length as the Spyderco Delica, but a much more amazing knife. And it's at a great price point. Now these are for sale. All of these ones from my buddy Chris are for sale. So if you are interested, reach out to me and I will put you in contact with him. I'm not selling them. I mean, this is the ZT0230. If you were to buy one of the South African knives right now, while I still have them in my possession, I would absolutely ship it to you on behalf of him. You know, you guys could work that out. He could tell me, yeah, ship it to Johnny, and I would send it out to Johnny, you know. But and I don't know all the prices. I mean, I know what these were new, but I don't know what he would want for these. This one is around $700, if that is helpful. And last but not least, how about the Chris Reeve Large Sebenza 21? The one right before this was my Tucson TS64, I think. It's the one I can never remember the dang number from. I'm going to have to write it and put it on the frickin' knife. Because I don't know. I called it the wrong thing for a lot of videos, and then I was corrected ever so gently, and I don't know. That's the problem with Tucson, guys. Come up with names for stuff, and I could remember. Just putting numbers, I can't remember. So, feels great in the hand. Absolute stunning knife that's subdued and classy, yet in your hand you know it's high quality, handmade, and that's really what it's about for me in collecting. And I won't go off on a tangent, that's a whole different video, but it's about what I know. I don't need, yes, I have some flashy Damascus blades and all that, which I enjoy too. But it's not to show off to you when I pull it out of my pocket at the barbecue. It's because I like that look. This, again, isn't going to make everybody go, wow, at the barbecue or in the office, because it's nice and small and it looks like, you know, just a standard utility type of knife to open some boxes at the office, right? But you know it's super quality. You can feel it in your hand. You know. And it's really, collecting is about what we like, not what we can impress other people with. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one.